All right, folks, we're snow crystalling here. These are not snowflakes, these are snow crystals. So we've got a square piece of paper. What we found has been easiest to use is tracing paper, but printer paper will work just fine. First fold is on the diagonal from vertex to opposing vertex, creating a nice isosceles triangle. Montessori teacher, I've got to call it that. Next thing we need to do is fold here, but we're not going to fold it, we're not going to crease it all the way up. We're going to just create the midpoint by pinching right there. All right, we've got our midpoint here. The next thing we do is we're going to be folding this so that we create thirds. It takes a little practice to get there. What you're going to be doing is kind of fussing with figuring out where that is here. I was able to figure out where that first fold was, and I've got this template, this triangle template, so I'm going to match this vertex up with the midpoint and line it up in that corner there. Everything's lined up. Now I'm going to take this edge and fold it up against here like this. So I've got my first crease. I'm going to remove my template for folding and fold it up against the edge here. It's not perfect here. I could go back and just give this a little bit of an adjustment so that I know that I've got this folded perfectly like that. This is what it looks like now. And now I need to fold this in half. I'm gonna fold it like this. Background music, by the way, by May Earlywine. You're gonna wanna follow her on Spotify, by the way. She is remarkable, a Michigan woman. All right, this is what I'm going to use to create my snow crystal. But one thing I know is if I hold this up to the light is that not all pieces are going to be represented in every fold. So if I hold this up to the light, you can see that there's a line that goes straight across here. I'm going to cut across there so I get a complete cone. I'm going to just cut kind of these ears off all the way across. And now I've got a kind of the ice cream cone shape. And now I'm going to start creating my snow crystal. I found these patterns on this website called First Palette, but you really can turn anything into a snow crystal. Here you just need to figure out where your triangle is. So I'm going to do this one right here. The child next to me may have created this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and recreate this pattern right here and then cut it out. And then do, of course, the big reveal. So this one has a little circle and knob. A little short knob, a long knob. Another one. And then I'm going to go up like this. Anything on the pattern that you see that is in gray is going to be what's cut out. You also can put little X's in the areas that are getting cut out, and that will help you. So now it's time to cut. Cut this little semicircle here. Sometimes it takes cutting from both sides just to get the cuts right. Just be patient with yourself. You can even cut little bits away so that it's easier to turn your scissors, or actually you're not so much turning your scissors as you're turning the paper. Steer with the paper. I'm gonna go in from here kind of cut this in pieces. There's someone next to me working feverishly at folding another snow crystal. Go around here. You should be able to find this video on Wester Family Productions. Feel free to make comments about where you find other patterns for snow crystals, paper snow crystals. This was inspired by books about William Snowflake Bentley, who took an interest early on as a child in snow crystals and wanted to look at them under the microscope, and ended up photographing snow crystals and really finding out quite a bit about how they're formed and their patterns, their symmetry, and their what causes them to be different from one another. Take your time, get yourself a good sharp pair of scissors to do this. Fiskars makes a really good, pretty inexpensive scissors sharpener, and it can make any pair of scissors, get those pair of scissors back in the game. This pair I've had for a long time. I don't even know what brand this, oh, I guess it is a Fiskars brand. But I've had these forever. They've been just kind of demoted to a really basic pair of scissors. But after using my new scissors sharpener, they are probably my sharpest scissors now, even among my sewing scissors. So we've got a snow crystal here. It's outstanding. We're ready for the big reveal right here. Looks like some antlers, but just you wait. Oh my gosh, look at what's happening here. Take some time when you're unfolding, when you're revealing your crystal, to kind of fold in the opposite direction. Fold your lines, just kind of bend them back a little bit, and that'll give you a flatter snow crystal when you're finished. All right, so as you know, the basic shape of a snow crystal is a hexagon. So you've got 6 parts. It could have 6 are these arms or legs? What do we call them?
I'm not sure.
Or they could be a plate crystal where it looks more like a hexagonal plate, or even some snow crystals could end up looking like a pencil even, but those we can't really create out of paper. Here's my snow crystal. Ooh, watch it fall.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but just to show you some of these crystals here, I'll show you some of the snow crystals that I created with my students. This one right here was designed by a 3rd grader and was cut out by an adult, but the 3rd grader had done like a million of those, and so this one, the cat one. We've got the Triceratops. This one cut out by a student. We may have some unicorn lovers. So everything, as you can see, if you fold this back up, let's see where my first fold is, right here. So if you look at it, everything is designed within a triangle. So that right there is the design for the unicorn. This was kind of a fail. I was doing a Minecraft creeper. This one's pretty amazing. This one I showed my husband in like 40 seconds. I was able to create that one. This one inspired a snowman, which then became this one here, which you can see came from that design right there. The child next to me would like you to see this one here. Some creative minds, so you can use a hole puncher for some of these. And good old basic, got some basic but beautiful snow crystals. This one may or may not resemble a coronavirus, but we're just gonna get rid of this one. It's that one. We're gonna eradicate that one. Okay. Thanks for watching.